Hello and welcome to Cyrils Brettspiele durchgespielt. Today I have a special edition with two new friends here from St. Louis. So Andrew and Garrett joining me today. Hopefully a couple of more series in the next weeks, but anyway, we will see. And we're talking about a very funny game. Can I say funny before I start with the video?
Yeah, I think it's a translation, because I know we wouldn't use funny as the same.
Anyway,
right. We wouldn't say funny. We would say it's interest. I don't know. I'd say it's a fun game, maybe.
Okay, yeah, it's a fun game. So, but don't start with a rating up front on the video, right?
Yeah, right.
So
right.
we are talking about
right.
Mega Chopstick Dexterity Challenge 3000 or something like this for Mayday game. Very complicated name. Okay, here are the rules. For setup reasons, you put the big bowl into the middle of the table and all the wooden pieces inside the big bowl. The small bowls, like this here, you put in the same distance in front of each player. The cardboard tokens go somewhere on the table. When the round is starting, you flip over a cardboard token, in this case a red token with this shape on it. Then at the end of the round, each single red wooden piece or each piece of the same shape is worth 1 victory point in his personal bowl. However, at the same time, everybody is trying to get up these pieces out of the big bowl. It's very hard to get sticks with two hands. So in here there will be a fight. Even if I have a wooden piece between my chopsticks, it's totally allowed to hack it out or try to grab the same piece. 3 players do that at the same time. When I'm leaving a cylinder above this big bowl, like here, then I'm outside and this is called a safe area. I can bring this wooden piece now back home to my personal bowl. Every time a wooden piece hits the table, it's out of the game and goes back into the bowl. When every player decided there's no more red or no more of these shapes inside the big bowl, the round ends immediately and everybody counts his wooden pieces in his personal bowl. In this case, this player has 3 points. The player with the most wooden pieces gets this cardboard token and flip it over, and this is worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. Put all the wooden pieces back into the big bowl and restart the game by flipping over another cardboard token. The components first. What do you think, guys, about components?
I think they're great. I could actually see myself eating sushi.
Yeah.
As well.
So when you...
It's not sushi, right? It's pieces of sushi.
Sushi?
Okay.
When you attack the bowl, though, they're very sturdy. You don't feel like you're going to actually crack the chopsticks.
Well, it's
or break.
That is plastic material. That's solid,
but
right?
I mean, it's, you know,
yeah,
I've seen flimsier chopsticks.
Yeah, these are not good.
And I've worked, you know, I've had flimsier bowls when like actually.
Okay, overall good components?
I'd say.
Yeah, I think they're good components.
I like the wood. The wood is solid.
Good wood.
Yeah, I like all of the components as well.
Right. If they were plastic, it could get, you know, beat up over time, and wood, I think it's a pretty sturdy.
I've never seen this bowls in a game before, so it's also unique, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the cardboard is good as well.
Yeah, those are not getting worn.
Standard cardboard.
Yeah,
right.
Okay, what do you think about the mechanism in the game?
I think it's a novel mechanic.
Really?
Novel in as much as it's, I haven't seen this mechanic before.
Yeah, I never played this game.
Where you pick up with chopsticks.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't played another game like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dexterity game, and a lot of dexterity games are innovative from their mechanic itself. So in Rampage, you flip your little monsters and try to kill these other meatballs. Now it's called Terror in Meeple City, I guess. Anyway, so but this fighting for a specific piece you flip around, is that really innovative? So you pick a token and say...
But the grabbing the chopsticks, specifically in this game, I think, don't let your chopstick skill deter you from doing it. At the beginning, whoever has the best chopstick skill can win, but it's just a good excuse to up your chopstick skills.
Eat more sushi.
That's right, when you eat sushi or ramen.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And I hear you, it's definitely new and innovative, yeah?
I mean,
What do you think about replayability, Gary?
I mean, this is not going to be the game I want to play every week, but it's pretty fun to play. Seems like a good warm-up game.
Warm-up or end for the end of the day?
Yeah.
Or filler?
Yeah, or, you know, if you're feeling like you need a little workout, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, it's super hot today in St. Louis, but on the other hand, I'm sweating just by playing this game because it was really intense. Why are you laughing? That's true, right?
No, it was awesome how intense it was.
Okay.
I think it's a game that you could play with strangers pretty easily. You can explain it in about 3 minutes, and then everybody's playing, and that game lasts.
Oh, good point. Good point.
It's probably as long as you want it to.
You can easily
to
bring that game to eat out with someone, and just in your pocket, bring it to the table as non-gamers, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We did notice though when some of the components can fly around, so you got to make sure that you pick up your.
Yeah. Yeah, you can run out of components after. Okay, let's go over to critics. In every single game, I think you can improve the game a little bit. Do you have any things you would improve?
I think.
Why are you so quiet right now?
Because the camera's.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm trying to also like you can't just like interrupt people and expect right? No, I don't know. I don't do these things.
You do that while you're playing the Chopstick games always, but anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I'm trying to win, man.
Oh. In front of the camera.
Trying to win.
Go ahead.
I think it's a game that the replayability can come into a factor if you're playing with the same people. Also, if like I think we mentioned, if there's always the one guy who's super good with chopsticks and everybody else is bad.
You gotta come up with some way to handicap the person who is winning excessively. My suggestion is the person who gets the point has to take a shot of sake. Or left-handed.
That would
left-handed would be
offhand for those left-handers.
Yes.
But then you would be out of the game. Right?
I would be out of the game.
So, do you think they could add a little bit more pieces, like whatever numbers? We talked about numbers on the components, or what is if you have a secret objective like a set collection thing on top of it? Could that be?
I think that could be interesting. Besides just grabbing colors and shapes, it's a 3-player game, so it comes with just the 3. So
3 bowls or 3 pairs.
I suppose you could buy another one, and you could expand up to 6. I think you would get a bigger bowl.
Yeah, definitely.
With more. I thought it would be interesting if there were timed rounds. So if somehow you gave a person 5 seconds to grab a specific one, or 10 seconds, and to see how many people could do that, and that would be a challenge round, say.
I can do it.
Yeah,
in
all
5
right.
seconds.
We'll do it in 2 seconds or
Okay.
1 second. I mean, right? I don't know. And then maybe it's not a challenge round. I think it, but
Yeah.
it could like settle everything down because it's pretty. We were standing up and attacking.
Interesting, do you know, guys? That's the first video I made where we have to make in front of the camera house rules. Interesting. Just figured out that it's the first video. Anyway, I think the game inspired for that. So for me, a little bit the replayability, I totally agree with the same group. It's getting boring extremely fast. you only can use it as a filler, or if you're waiting for more people coming by for a gaming night, so that you can put it on table, especially if you're only 2 or 3 at that time. And it's a 3-minute game, so in 3 minutes you fulfill one of these tasks here. Yeah, and as add-ons you can always think about your own house rules, which is usually stupid. I think usually making a house rule is, it should be included in the game, but this game inspires me to make some house rules.
I don't think house rules are necessarily
It's not necessary, but
a bad thing though. I mean,
but it would be funny to say, oh, let's bring in a set collection, or just pick your own chopsticks at home from your kitchen and take a 4th player.
Right.
So you don't need this bowl. You can play that exactly with the same components with 4 players. You don't have to buy a second thing if you own chopsticks.
Yeah.
And I mean, these days everybody owns 4, 5, 6 pairs of chopsticks.
Or you
And
can
if
go
you-
get them up.
Yeah.
They're pretty cheap.
Yeah, go and grab it from a Chinese buffet.
Yes, you can do that too.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's go to the final chapter. Let's go to points, recommendations, and things like that. What do you think about the game? Give me your points, Garrett.
I think it's a good game. It's
Good means solid.
good means solid. Yeah, I mean I don't know how much it costs, but you know.
Origins price was $30.
Yeah, I mean if I was looking to pick something up or looking to introduce somebody who was not into games, I think it'd be a great way. So that's a good game. It's not great for everybody, but good for the right kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a game that's, like I said, it's a novel game, so I haven't come across using chopsticks before. I think that's fun. I think it's also a good game to, introduce people that you aren't, strangers. I think that this is a fun way to kind of, if you're at a game night, meetup group, something like that, you can put this out, and then you feel more comfortable with people you just met literally 5 minutes ago. Play for the next 4 hours.
If they survive.
If they survive, I can see a problem if they aren't confident in their chopstick ability. But that's why they can get the game and then practice.
Work on it.
So good for you too.
Yes, good for me too. I think what we said about replayability, I think over time, it's a game that would be fun to bring out every now and again, but not a game that you're going to play every week.
Interesting. I was thinking about it a lot of, and I still stay with a recommendation for that game. I think overall it's a good innovation, it's a good activity. I have on my shelf not too much dexterity games that I would say I can easily put it on a table and play in 2 or 3 or 5 minutes. A game I can bring to almost every location and I can bring it almost every day. Even if I'm going to non-gamers, I can have it in my pocket and put it on the table and see what's going on. I mean, even if they hate the game, we only spend 10 minutes. So this makes this game for me definitely better than average. So for me, it's a recommendation.
Yeah.
So go with it, try it out. So the only down thing is if you are not experienced in chopsticks, stick it from the real world.
That's right.
Because you have to.
Otherwise, use your
train.
fingers.
Then it's maybe a little bit treasy. Like this.
If you never had an excuse to learn to use chopsticks, now you have a good excuse to learn.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, even if you don't like Japanese or Chinese food, you can say, hey, I'm a gamer. We have to try it with chopsticks.
That's right. You never know when you need to catch a fly with chopsticks.
Yes.
He doesn't get the reference.
That's a reference from the Karate Kid.
What? Is it from the movie?
Yeah, from the 80s, the classic.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Miyagi tries to catch flies and chopsticks in the Daniel-san.
Believe it or not, I have never heard that movie in English, so I always watched it in German.
Fair enough.
And I don't know if they try to catch. I'm pretty sure you know exactly. Yes. But hey, I watched that movie once in the 80s, so I remember all the stupid sentences from Mr. whatever Miyagi. That was from the Ninja Turtles, I thought.
No, that was A splinter.
Okay. Anyway, so this was our view of Dexterity Chopsticks Mega Challenge 3000 or whatever the name is. So please check it out and hope you enjoyed this threesome here. And yeah, I know.
As much as we enjoyed it.
And see you next time with this new fellows here at Angle. Bye bye.